Hi, I'm Captain Todd from Tender Care of Boats, and today we're going to be on the GALA A360HQE electric. So what makes this boat different than all other tenders is this is a fully electric tender. Now, we have 30 horsepower on this boat. This is not a little, we're going to putt-putt boat. This boat gets up on plane, runs with people on it. You can run all day long, no problem. Plenty of room. We have the sliding seats, and by having the aqua helm and having the aluminum hull, it's very lightweight. Okay, the weight depends on how many batteries and how you want this situated. But as it sits, fully loaded, everything in, we're at 675 pounds. But this boat can be as light as 600 pounds, so you can do it any way you want. Of course, if you need something a little bit lighter than that, we also have the same thing in the 330. So it's a foot smaller and it's considerably lighter. And in that you can go considerably lower on the engines and still get on plane, and of course would be much lighter. So today we're going to take this out on the water. We're going to do a little test. We're going to show you that it gets up on plane, runs around, and is a really nice boat. We designed this boat, came up with the design about a year or so ago, almost 2 years ago now. Why did we make this boat? We made this boat because we had a lot of clients come to us and say, Captain Todd, look, we don't have a place on our yacht that's certified to carry gasoline because it's a diesel boat. So we want to have the tender, we want to have these little toys, and we want to do all these things, but every time we put gas in the locker, it's not vented. We open it up and we smell the gas and we get nervous. We really don't like keeping gas just hanging out on the deck. Like, is there something we can do electric? In years past, I said, look, the electric engines are fantastic. That's not the issue. The issue is the batteries. At that time, we just didn't have anything with enough battery capacity to get up on plane and run around. You could, have 45 minutes, but that was max. And honestly, that's not a useful boat for most people. We also had a lot of people that said, look, I'm way out on the islands. For me to go get gas for the tender is a really big problem. And, I take the jugs, I walk uptown, I have them filled, but they don't have any taxis. Now I have to carry these jugs back to the boat. It's really taxing, and, we just want something electric we can charge off of the yacht, nice and easy, and do you have a solution? And up to this time, it was no. So about a year ago, we designed this when we knew that solid state batteries were coming out. And from all the reports that I had, solid state batteries with real deal, and this was going to solve our solution. We partnered with Solid State Marine out of Massachusetts. This is the top technology, it really is. And so people say, well, it's still lithium batteries though. And I say, well, it is, okay, but what Solid State was able to do was certain lithium batteries, not all of them, can be dangerous and catch on fire. You've heard all these things. What they were able to do was any of the things that cause those issues, they were able to take them out. Okay, so now we're safe, fantastic. They went above and beyond. Now we're going to fit more energy in a smaller package and lighter. I said, okay, so I know it's going to take a year or so to design the boats. So we said, let's go ahead, let's do them, let's order the boats, let's get them here so we're ready. We put the solid state batteries in, and honestly, it even beat my expectations. At some point, these have battery management systems in them, and to meet our requirements with Elco, we actually had to turn the batteries down. They have so much power, it's immense, and they are the real deal. I wasn't sure if this was going to be possible. It is 100% possible, as we're going to show you today. These run fantastic. So for people who have inland lakes, ponds, and things where you're allowed to have a motorized vessel, but you're not allowed to have petrol engines. At this point, they've been stuck to very small horsepower, 4 horsepower, 6 horsepower. Nothing that's going to get a boat up on plane, nothing that's going to let you enjoy it the way that most of our owners enjoy their tenders. This checks all the boxes. Now, you say, well, Todd, you know, this boat is 12 feet, it's a little small for me, or it's a little heavy for me, or whatever it is. We can make these boats much bigger. For our GALA line, we have talked to the manufacturer and said, look, if we want to do special things, you know, on the 20-footer, on the 17-footer, on the 15-footer, can we do that so we can incorporate the batteries? They said absolutely. They're very happy to work with us on that. They want to make sure that they are the leading edge of this electrical revolution. So, this absolutely can be done if you want a bigger boat, no problem. One of my prerequisites when we started this project was we needed to have several hours of time on the water. Now, several hours on the water to some people means, you know, to the pins, all the way down. What I've found is every time that we do an oil change on a traditional motor, we hook it up to the computer, so we see, is there any codes, is there any updates, how has the engine been running? What we find is, honestly, yes, people do, you know, put it all the way down sometimes to see how fast it goes. Sometimes people are up on plane for a while, but honestly, most of our users are going on the slower side. So they're going to the beach, they're going to the dock, they're going to a sandbar, whatever it is that they're doing, most of the time they're not at full throttle. But I wanted to make sure if they did want to go full throttle, they could run around at full throttle for at least a couple of hours. These boats are capable of doing that, which is great. If you run the boat in a traditional sense, so in other words, you have some idle, because obviously you're going to have some idle speed spots, whether you're in the intercoastal or you're in a mooring field, then you're going to have some spots where you want to get up on plane, or at least you want to have some power. You're trying to get, when you go around an island, sometimes you get that rip and you get the seas that build up, or for Florida hay coming in and out of an inlet. You want to be able to have the power. You want to know it's there to be able to put the bow up, get on plane, whatever you want to do. Again, this fits all of that. You want to be able to be comfortable on the boat. If you're going to be sitting on the boat for several hours at a time, you want to be comfortable. So, you know, we had these new seats designed with the custom stitching. Very, very comfortable boat. So all the things that are important to me and my clients, we incorporated into these boats. These boats do not disappoint. So give us a call at Tender Care Boats, or come on down to the showroom. You can sit in them, you can take a look at them, and we're happy to design the boat any way you want.